Guys, what have you been up to? How has your day been?
I'm chill. Oh, go on, Kai. Go for it.
No, dude, I have nothing to talk about. Like, I just finished some gyoza. You know, that's
yeah, we just posted our meals to everybody.
No, dude, like that's literally like I just made some gyoza and
you made them yourself? Like you didn't just like warm them up?
Yeah,
nice, dude.
Yeah,
I
dude,
still
like,
missed that opportunity to go to your underground restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I am the underground restaurant. That's the thing.
I know, that's the cool thing. Right?
Yeah.
But is it even like underground if it's your own thing?
Yeah, it's a little awkward because I live on the 5th floor, so it's like it's kind of like the opposite of underground. I feel, but
yeah. Also, like you still haven't had a health inspection yet, have you?
Yeah, no, not yet. Yeah.
I'm calling the police.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to though.
Good luck calling the Berlin police over like health inspections. Like, yeah. Duh.
Oh, right. You know that got me thinking. I think like isn't like Germany like the #1 like strictest country when it comes to like food and restaurants, like and how like clean everything has to be and stuff like that. Like,
probably. Like, you weirdos have rules about when you can cut your lawn. So like, yeah.
We do. Like you don't.
I know. No one else does. You're just weird.
And
you drink loads of sparkling water, and you are not allowed to mow your lawn when you want. Like
you guys also don't have like laws about when you can wash your car. Like for example, you're not allowed to wash your car at home, and I think you're not allowed to wash it on Sunday.
If you dared go and tell like loads of the people living in residential and council flat areas when they can and can't do this stuff, they would just beat the shit out of you. Like, no.
This is like blowing my mind.
Yeah. But no, like I noticed this the first time when I was in Japan, and like sometimes like those like places are so tiny that you can all kind of see also like the kitchen and like everything like what's going on in the back, right? Because they kept like door open maybe in the middle of summer, and you can kind of see everything. And dude, some places are nasty, dude. They're like ghastly.
God.
Like, I don't know, like you know, like you see that first before you see the entrance, and then you're like, yeah, I really want to eat there.
London, you'll like almost never ever see open doors and stuff because you just can't, because people break in and take stuff. But I see it more often up here in Newcastle now, which is quite nice. Like people just. There's one house down the road from me that has their front door open constantly, and they just sunbathe in the front garden with their little dogs and stuff. Like it's
okay.
It's not like Berlin or London, I guess.
Yeah. Because like Berlin is like where all the rats are, but like it's mostly like people who kind of look like rats, not actual rats. You know.
Nice.
Yeah.
you love Berlin, I guess.
There's some transformation going on.
Dude, I fucking love it, dude. I just came out of Berghain 2 days ago, dude. I had the fucking best weekend.
Lots of rats in there.
Yeah, lots of rat people. I was one of them. Like I was like the. Yeah, like
nice.
What do you get? Like if you're the Rat King, like I guess +1/+1, and like is it Swamp Walk or like Menace or like what would it be? Like Poisonous one?
That's a good question. Oh, like don't we have a rat?
Well, I feel like the way clubbing works is like lots of rats get higher power, but like still the same shitty toughness as there's more of them. So I feel like as people are dancing together, they all get bigger and more intense, and then as they start to go home, people's energy goes down again.
Oh, dude, there actually is a Rat King. Karu Monix, the Rat King from...
Yeah, dude, I've got a foil of that card. It's fucking...
Phyrexia all will be one.
Don't.
And it has like Toxic 1.
Yeah, and it's like a ringleader, right? When at ETBs, you can look at the top 4 for some rats.
Yeah, somehow it looks at the top 5 even.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, like I'm like so not surprised that you have like this rat card at home, dude, in foil, dude. You're such a disgusting dude.
Yeah. At least I don't play Campfire.
Wait, hold on. Like speaking of Warhammer though, like of rats, like have you ever played like
Skaven?
Skaven? Yeah, those like rat thingies.
I bought like a whole army and then just never got around to building it. But
wow, because you know, like I gave them a try to like many years ago, and I was like it was so obnoxious to like paint all these models because there's so many. Like when you play Skavens, you have like twice the size.
That's exactly what put me off. Like there was their whole thing is like they're all cowardly and stuff, which is really cool. Like the leaders have some rules where like if in fantasy like you challenge each other's heroes, but the rats can like go to the back of the lines and run away and stuff. It's quite cool.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, imagine that in Magic, right? Like, if you're like, your deck is like twice the size and you have 40 life to begin with, but like all your cards are really shitty.
like D&T? Like you're in D&T?
Kind of. Yeah. Like, but like 120 cards, 30 sideboard, 40 life total, but like your
average... like Savannah Lions and stuff.
Yeah, but like your average brainstorm is like draw 1, put 3 back, that sort of stuff,
This makes total sense for sure.
Dude.
Actually, what would a fixed version of brainstorm look like? Draw 3, put 3 back or something?
That's...
Nobody would play that in Legacy.
Would you guys play like a 1 mana blue instant that says like draw 2, put 1 back?
I've wanted that to be like printed in Modern for years and years. I've had that idea in my head forever, and I think you'd play it in Modern, but like
okay, so Terminus and stuff.
Yeah.
I like that. Like putting miracle spells back. That's big. I think.
But I don't think it's good enough for Legacy. It's pretty good.
Kind of hard, right?
Like is that better than Preordain?
You know what? It might be. Maybe it is.
You think so?
The instant speed is so good.
Speed is good,
that probably is better than Preordain.
Oh, it does also flip a Tamio.
That's a cool card. All right, Wizards do it.
You gotta make it like sorcery so people don't accidentally misplay it on the opponent's turn, and then Tamio doesn't flip.
Sorcery is
Nah,
dude, it has to be an instant, dude.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, so now that we fixed Legacy...
Yep,
that's
perfect.
Fix. Wizards, if you're listening...
Just so the poor Reanimator players that draw their Attractor or Archon can like put it back even more ways.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Dude, we were gonna talk about that. I'm getting ahead of myself.
I think though, like if you can actually play like this whatever new cantrip, with Brainstorm, I think every deck would like increase the number of surveillance. I think like up to like 2 or 3, even 3 copies, and then play less copy of dual lands, which makes everything cheaper. So that's a good thing.
I don't know about
but then
3,
you
but
slow
I think
down so hard if you do that.
2 is like already quite good. I think there's just not enough space. Kind of, I don't know. I think 2 they'll definitely play with more of them. Definitely, maybe, probably.
I feel like we should never be in the department to suggest like new card designs and stuff.
No, this card is cool. It's
is
really
it
cool.
Though?
Yeah. Everyone loves a cantrip.
We first gain their trust, and then we print Leyline of the Moon.
But what does that do? What does that do?
What do you think it does?
Like fucking Blood Moon? Are you kidding me, dude? Julian? Out, Julian!
No, it's Leyline of Black Moon, right? Of Bad Moon, +1/+1 to all black creatures. Yeah, sure. That's what we want.
Yeah. The card I've always joked that I wanted is a Source of Plowshares Flusterstorm split card.
And it costs like 2?
Yeah, you mentioned this on a podcast like many
I think
months
2,
ago.
Yeah, 2 would be like fair, and you'd play 1 or 2 copies, but like just make it 1 each side. Make it really good.
Like something like Drown in the Lock, but better.
Could you do that? But like the Source of Plowshares is a sorcery.
I was gonna say like it's probably has to be a sorcery, and then we can start talking about it. Like it's a sorcery.
And Flusterstorm's still not a spell pierce; it's still instant or sorcery. And it's a sorcery speed Source of Plowshares. That seems fine.
Yeah, and a sorcery speed counter too. Yeah.
Like the biggest problem at that point is like which deck is actually blue and white.
Like, dude, literally any control deck. What are you talking about?
Yeah, like literally any control deck. Which like
control doesn't exist in Julian's head. It's okay.
It literally doesn't exist in Legacy these days.
That ancient thing. Yeah.
That's why we need to bring it back. Unban top.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Honestly, I've rarely ever wanted a card unbanned outside of survival, but that's more like an ethical thing. Like morally, it's not supposed to be.
I still
banned.
want top unbanned. Unban top. Unban top.
The only thing I can actually get myself around, and I hate when podcasts talk about these topics because then you've jumped the shark and you're just like you do the stupid stuff. But I can see
my show notes for next week. You'll love it.
I can see like Deathrite Shaman maybe.
I totally can. I think
like the kind of crimes it did is like it homogenized like everything. Everything became like a mid-range slurp and blah. But I don't think Legacy would hate that kind of impulse right now.
No, I mean we made this argument softly on a few episodes ago, maybe a while ago. I can't remember now, but we want mid-range back a bit more. Like we're still at 50-60% combo, which is
absurd.
So yeah, I want mid-range back. Bring on the soup. I miss it.
Oh yeah, like check piles and stuff.
Don't say that with Julian around, but yes.
Yeah.
yeah. I've played a little bit of Elves, actually quite a lot, and dude, I would love to have that card back.
The worry is like just blue-black tempo and Reanimator do play Deathrite, and it makes the deck better. But like Deathrite's good against the Reanimator portion, so that might get pushed out. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, but
doesn't die to Bowmasters.
It doesn't right? Like it's still like a threat that can like if you draw that one extra card, like you get to shoot the Yeah, dude, I honestly don't hate it, and
No.
and it was actually kind of nice that those like Deathright Charm and mid-range decks also had like a decent plan against Reanimator, like the black red they got Reanimator like in game 1 already, right? And like now we have to play like these ridiculous cards like Nihil Spellbomb and Leyland Main and whatnot.
That's Raccoon for 2 mana, or
Dude,
Raccoon for 2 mana.
I was playing a league last night, and I played against Oops. Lost game 1, obviously. Game 2, my opening hand was Leyline, Soul Guide, Pithing Needle, and 2 lands.
You
I
gotta
was
be
like,
kidding.
I'm still probably going to lose this fucking game. Which
I mean, of course you are. That's terrible.
Well, like I drew a Urza Saga like a champion, and I won with that. But you know what? I was just ready for them to just kill the Pithing Needle that named Charbelcher and die to that. So, yeah. But I was building my deck for ELM yesterday, and I've got 3 Soul Guide Lanterns main deck in Painter. Just that's the sign.
Is that really what you want to do in Paper?
Don't know. Maybe.
I mean, you get to cycle them, right? So yeah, that's
exactly.
Yeah.
I cut some other artifacts, so there are things to weld out with goblins as well and stuff. So.
Oh, and you picked the Soul Guide because you can flip them around with goblins better than Nihil Spellbombs, or is it like?
I don't want to splash black.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Anyway,
also you get 2 shots with the that's a big thing about the Soul Guide Lanterns, right? They come into play, they remove something, and then you have the second shot later on.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking, right? Like you don't even have to pop them. Like you can like dribble them around, you know?
Dribble them around.
I mean, like if you have it and another goblin, exactly as you're saying, like they play Reanimate or something, you can then swap it with something to come in again, hit whatever they're targeting, and then you've got it in play to do it again and stuff. So I might play 1 Ghost Vacuum over the 3rd one, but I don't know. It feels like you just need this kind of stuff at the moment.
But I feel like this podcast is very teched.
Well, we've got ELM talk coming up later, so I can talk about what I've been thinking about this week. But you guys did some commentating recently.
Yeah, I was gonna try to come up with like the weirdest, stupidest tournament name I can come up with, so I can totally go on to.
And speaking of Ghost Vacuum, you guys did it. Impact Returns.
No. I was going like we commentated the 2nd League Siberian Legacy regionals. Like no, that's not what happened. We commented like for the 3rd time in a row. We did commentary for Impact Returns in Galicia, northwestern Spain.
I still daydream of that octopus we had out there.
Oh yeah, some of the best food, some of the best legacy, some of the best people, and also some pretty mediocre commentators. That is us. Actually, shit, there were other commentators. Now I'm not shitting on them.
Oh my god!
I want to shit on us.
Shots fired.
Yeah, dude. If you were actually any bigger, like the headlines would already be out. Like Julian shits on other commentators. Like no, actually, I tried to shit on myself now.
I feel like we need a little more drama. I think. That's what people want.
The thing is, like, ever since I've been away from Twitter. Like, I don't know, like, has there, like, been any big legacy drama? Maybe we need an episode for us to catch up with it.
Like, you mean, like, the daily nonsense about, like, the metagame and stuff? Dude, it's like...
No, like, this person said, and that person said, and it's totally different, and there's like, no drama at all.
Like, the absolute highlights. Yeah, no, like, you only have them, like, every now and then, but that's why...
That's more like a standard thing, right?
Highlights, yeah.
And they had, like, big tournaments, and, like, oh, this person... Actually, somebody did, but... We actually don't know whether the person cheated, right? It's just
oh, that thing. Yeah, like I guess like we can talk because I think a lot
it, like
just very quickly, right? Because it was caught on camera. Like did you notice that while we were?
I did notice it, but I felt like since it was a time walk match, like what's the point in like just drawing extra blame to the player because it's not my job to blame the player.
Oh wow.
Like, yeah,
because like dude, I didn't notice it like at all. Like because I was so focused, probably like just talking about like I don't even know. Like we talked about like something like very not important.
Yeah,
while this happened.
So that's what we get paid for,
quickly,
right?
To anyone that doesn't know, a player cast days and it went back to their hand rather than the graveyard.
Yeah, so
like
he picked up like the land.
Like the land and the days went back to the hand, right?
Yeah.
And no one said anything.
Yeah. Anyway, so that happened. But yeah, we did cast Impact Returns. We both cast the Legacy National Championship of Spain. That's the most convoluted way to say it. The Spanish Legacy Nationals, as well as the main event. So we had 49 players qualified for the Spanish Legacy Championship, as well as 182 players for the Legacy main event. Usually they get around like 200, so this is kind of like what you expect. And yeah, Kai, during the tournament, we noticed that some decks are kind of coasting around the top tables. Actually, one deck specifically.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we go through the top 8 from the bottom. Actually, let's go through the top 8 from the bottom here. So, in the quarterfinals, we had Gabi Loira Lorenzo on Blue Black Reanimator, Juan Luis Martos on Mystic Forge, Mikel Bakayokoa on Mystic Forge as well. Then, and as well as Dario Moreno Martinez on Dragon Stompy. In the semifinals, we have Nacho Barachina on Blue Black Reanimator, Mikel de San Roman Iberas on Sastimir Tempo, runner-up Ruben Gomez Porre on Doomsday, and drumroll, Jaime Vázquez Villares on Elves. Straight up fucking glimpse elves. No, like, I don't know, Cradle Dragon Control, what have you. Like, straight up fucking cast Glimpse of Nature, cast
I don't know, man. This looks like
Heritage
Monogreen Control to me. But...
it controls my heart and my spirit and everything. Yeah, dude, this guy.
Elves.
Seriously.
Elves. Just elves.
Dude.
There's fucking two Birchler Rangers. That's
just elves, dude. Like
straight up 2 Birchler Rangers. Only 2 copies of Quirion Ranger. I guess you gotta make room somewhere. Actually, while we're at it, since this is like the most exciting thing about the deck list right now, it's pretty much straight up elves as you would expect it. It has like 19 lands, 2 copies of Besichu Who Endures, it plays 1 Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth, and then pretty much all the elf stuff. Only 1 Elfish Visionary, so the Best Friends team engine is not as prominent here anymore. Other than that, 3 Natural Order, 4 Glimpse of Nature, 3 Once Upon a Time, 1 Grist, 1 Kraterhoof, 1 Atraxa, 2 Birchlaw, 4 Allosaurus Shepherd. Yeah, this is as elves as it gets these days. Sideboard also pretty straightforward. I guess we talk about that in a moment. But yeah, Callum, did you watch at the time?
I didn't, I'm afraid. I was away.
Oh, you don't like our commentary?
No, it was rubbish. I don't know. I didn't watch it.
That's it. You close the podcast.
It's even worse at this point.
I listen to you guys enough.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I was actually away.
Yeah, but you how excited are you guys about that deck? Because like to me, when we got to watch it, like, and we saw Jaime do some really broken, messed up things.
Well, there is one really interesting card in it, right?
Okay, if you say that's one interesting.
3 Eladamri Corvekadal.
How did I miss that? Why does it not? Oh, it says here on the top. Yeah. Eladamri Corvekadal, right? Did we actually talk about? Was that on the stream or on the last episode? Like what Eladamri actually does? Like Forest Walk, all the elves can't be targeted.
Yeah, the old one.
Yeah, the old one. This one is the new one. So this one is a legendary creature, Elf Warrior, a colorless 2 green. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast creature spells from the top of your library. And for green, tap 2 untapped creatures you control. Not 2 untapped elves, 2 untapped creatures you control. Reveal a card from your hand or the top of your library. If you reveal a creature card this way, put it onto the battlefield. Activate only during your turn. Dude, I played a lot of elves ever since that tournament. I totally played that. Like, I would have totally played that guy wrong in paper all the time. Like, first of all, I thought it needs to tap 2 other elves. Now it can tap any creature. Second of all, you can only activate it during your turn. Third of all, you can reveal something from the top of your library. So basically, this card is like a future sight, right? Or kind of like a glimpse. Like
it's not just Elvish Piper. It's like
it's better than Elvish Piper in that regard. And so the idea is you keep casting stuff from the top, and eventually you run into like a Traxa or Kratov, and you can't cast it anymore. Yeah, guess what? This guy just cheats into play, and that's actually kind of broken, honestly.
When this was spoiled, I really wanted to play it with Worldly Tutor, but then you have to make green creatures.
And then you don't draw this guy, and you just have okay, I guess then you can Worldly Tutor for that guy, and then you play it, and then you pass again, and you play Worldly Tutor again.
Don't worry, I am a big hater of those tutors. I even think Vampiric Tutor sucks, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of does. I want to say Vampiric Tutor is the most sided out card ever in Vintage for me.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, it's kinda. Do you misstep the Vamp Tutor, or do you wait for them to get or not get?
No, like a lot of times,
in the Blue Mirrors, they just counter what you get, like, and you're down.
Yeah, until they get Tinker, and then you stand there with your.
Then you're down 2 cards. Yeah.
Yeah, true. No, but honestly, that guy is really cool. That guy is really, really cool. I just went on about like the Elfish Piper ability. Actually, doesn't come up that often. It does once in a while, and it feels amazing, but mostly because I didn't expect it. So, like, you know, when you're stupid, the world feels amazing and magical because nothing you expect, and then you grow older and everything becomes predictable. But this guy is just you run him out. He's kind of hard to deal with, and then you can get advantage immediately, and also like it's like a 3/3 blocks a lot of things in Legacy these days. Like I feel like on the ground, we have like Nethergoyf, which grows bigger, but then we have so many like 1/1s and 2/2s, like all these stupid orc armies and stuff. And I don't know, like I've been pretty excited about this guy. I don't want to say, like, I think we put something in the show notes about, oh, is this the new thing that fixes elves? I don't think that's the case. I think elves still has kind of like the same problems it previously had, and some of them are really big problems. But this guy is the kind of mid-range card, like especially at 3 mana, because like we usually try to fix our mid-range with like 4 mana. But this guy at 3 mana and it gains you advantage immediately. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And usually I would think like this is kind of like a gimmick and then would be like a one-off to send it for. No, like running this guy out on even just like the second or third turn, like really good. So I'm just a little bit excited because I played something like 6 or 7 leagues with elves. I also got like a 5/1 almost immediately. Yeah,
5/1's impressive as well.
Did I say 5/1? 5/0.
It's like a bonus round after this.
Yeah. Bonus round.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
that'd
when
be epic though. Like if you get to like then play against all the other 5-0 players.
You know what would be cool is when you get to 5-0, you keep playing against people and see who can get the biggest streak.
Who gets the highest streak, and then by the end of the
cool.
season, the highest streak wins something special, like a special avatar or something.
That'd be so sick.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Yeah.
By the way, there have been a lot of new avatars in Magic Online. Like some that change color. Like I recently played against some guy whose avatar went completely black, and then when he mows over, then only then you get to see the avatar.
I'm gonna get one that's just Kai's face.
Like I've been literally been using the same one ever since like.
Yeah, no, that one you get when you go like 0-10 in a row twice.
You can also continue to like you can choose to continue the streak and like keep playing, and every time you pay, and you go
at some
lower.
point you're 0-9, and then your opponent drops without you trying to.
Yeah,
then
you're like,
no. Looking at elves though, so like we will go into the main event in a minute, but the problem is Orcish Bowmasters, right? Like that's what everyone says killed the deck, but like, did it really? I can see this deck grinding through it, and like, yeah, okay, fine, it turns off your best friend's thing, so there's only one visionary here, and it obviously turns off Glimpse of Nature, but like, you can beat it without those cards. You can beat these decks without these cards. Like Allosaurus Shepherd making all your elves into 5/5s is pretty legit, right? I mean, you could even do that and then play Glimpse if you have a Cradle going off, if there's a Bowmasters in play. So they're 5/5s and don't die as easily. What do you think, Julian? What's your experience?
Honestly, I don't think Bowmaster is that big of a problem. Like it's. I would even go as far as to say that Bowmaster is not necessarily the reason that you don't run the best friends team of like Wireward Symbiote and Elfish Visionary anymore. Like technically, it's still there because you can send it for the Visionary. It's part of why you don't do it. I think the biggest part of why we like, or rather, like I don't want to talk so much about why elves went away. I think that's not that interesting to people anymore. I think the main reason why elves hasn't fully established itself in the current metagame right now is actually that technically, strategically, it's in a horrible spot because two of its main the thing that elves is a predator of, right? The thing that's scared of facing elves, the decks that don't want to run into elves, those two kind of decks don't really properly exist right now. And one of them is like control decks. And the other one is mid-range decks, like proper, you know,
Shardless and Miracles.
Shardless, Miracles. Okay, Miracles was like unfair, but like straight up like slow, sluggish control decks without.
What if you played against a deck with like 4 Narcets and 3 Teferis and stuff?
Yeah, that's usually like a good matchup for us, right? As weird as it sounds, and. I mean, I get your point, right? That doesn't really exist in Legacy right now. So the two decks that you make your money with, right? The two style of decks that give you a natural, decent win rate, and then you fight for the rest to get into the top 8 and then go all the way. Those decks don't exist anymore. So I feel like you always have to fight. And even though the Dimir decks, like, I don't think the matchup is necessarily great. At least judging from my experience in the leagues, it's also like not horrible. It's I guess the adjective is playable, and then you can try to fix even more through the sideboard. I've been thinking a lot about the sideboard because I'm not too impressed by the current sideboard. But I for now I've just been playing the list from Spain. But overall, yeah, that's one problem. You don't have the decks that you prey on, and the other problem right now it's really, like you say, right? It's really not Elfish Bowmaster. Yeah, we need that. Orcish Bowmasters. It's actually the abundance of combo decks and how hard they are to play against. It's not these... I want to say like a slower-ish combo deck, like, I don't know, Painter. Like, Painter's not exactly fast combo unless you build it to be, and we usually don't. But these really fast combo decks, like they go off on turn 1, turn 2, or something like that, it's kind of hard for elves to beat. Like, I played against, like, I don't know, like Brian Cook on 5-color Storm, whatever. He even mentioned in chat that he was embarrassed for the deck, but it beats me, right? And also a lot of other stuff that I ran into. That's kind of hard, and you have to dedicate like quite a lot of sideboard slots. And also, I ran into a lot of these artifact forge decks, kinda.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to Force of Vigor in the sideboard, and I had like Collector Oof, and it really still didn't feel all that great, honestly.
I played 3 leagues of that Forge deck yesterday, just seeing maybe play at ELM and stuff, and I got Force of Vigor a bunch of times, and you can play through it. It's like, it's good, but you need much more than that.
The ring is a problem, right? A lot of times they get out the ring on the first turn. And I mean, it's probably not the most common thing, but at least by the second turn, it's super easy for them.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do? Like, you also slow yourself down by playing Force of Vigor unless you get to hardcast it, and it doesn't always work like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, like, obviously, Oof is good, but then, you know what is completely fucked up? That new
command?
No, that new Ugin. That card is completely ridiculous. I played a build with 3 in, and oh my god, it is completely insane. I know it's 7 mana, I know this is Legacy, but like, you get a cast trigger, exile something, and then like I could have exiled like 20 things, like colored permanents in a turn and stuff. It's just insane, like, because you just cast all these zeros and stuff afterwards, and like, you're losing life with the ring, an ancient tomb, so it gains you life, it draws you cards, it gives you mana. It's just like the ultimate will win the game. I was so impressed by that card. Tezzeret was cool, but it was fine. It was more like it was a key that untaps Grim Monoliths and stuff, which is nice. And you played it turn 1 fairly often, and you go and get another key, you go and get some like sideboard cards sometimes, get a portable hole was cool and stuff. But like, it was just fine. But Ugin was so good, I would just build a deck to build around Ugin. It was so nuts. So
this is Legacy right now. We build around a 7-drop.
Yeah. So anyway, my point I was getting to is, if people are going to be playing Ugin, then like Collector Roof isn't even, because they've got Closet's Command and Collector Roof. So you need like Sylvan Safekeepers and stuff. And
yeah, some of them even, like, I ran into so many dismembers. Like, I got dismembered so many times on my Collector Roof. Like, it wasn't even fun. Like, to me, at some point, like, the win condition was them using Dismember, Ancient Tomb, Ring, like them almost killing themselves, and then having a second ring and like stabilizing. That was almost kind of like my win condition. That was what I was fighting against, because I knew I couldn't win like in the long run. Which is kind of weird for elves to say, but like, also that deck list from Spain has like a 1 copy of Reclamation Sage. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it really doesn't feel like it's the time of Reclamation Sage anymore. Like, we don't need to destroy chalices. Like, I guess
you got the Shepherds, and no one plays Chalice really anyway. So
Dragon
Stompy a
like
little bit.
Honestly, like, it basically felt embarrassing when playing against these Forge decks. Like, it's not like you get to a Reclamation Sage and bounce it, replay it. Like, your opponent is laughing in your face. Like, if I put a card out that says I pay 3 mana a turn, and every turn I get to destroy an artifact, like, these artifact decks play like right through it. Especially once you have the ring. The ring is just so hard to deal with.
Yeah, I don't know if there's just much that a deck trying to play as fairly as elves, even though I know it can kill like turn 2 or 3 sometimes, but like, the Forge deck is playing like a 4 mana card turn 2 so often. These 4 mana cards are so powerful, if not more. Like, I had some games where you just like play a turn 1 Fleshraker, and then turn 2 you just win. It is incredibly powerful if you don't interact with it fast, this is the Legacy format right now. And it has been for a while. Like, you need to be interacting on the first couple of turns, and Force of Vigor does that, but it's not enough to like, it's a bridge of a gap, rather than you need a heavy hate card and put your own clock on, like threatening to kill turn 4 maybe with some sideboard cards.
Yeah, I wonder, there's a natural order target. I don't remember the name. Like, it comes into play and destroys all artifacts, and it's
Bane
like a
of
slug.
Progress.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
It's not a slug.
Pretty much like in Legacy terms, like everything is a slug.
But you know what is a cool slug? Molder Slug.
Molder Slug. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah.
But Bane of Progress is like, the problem is, like, this deck is playing like 10 or 11 Planeswalkers and 4 of the 1 rings that are indestructible. So like, there's nothing that beats everything.
Okay, we need something destroy all colorless permanents that are non-land colorless permanents or something.
yeah. The best sideboard card I think is Clarion Conqueror.
What is that one again?
It's the new dragon. It's like a 3-mana 3/3 flyer, and you can't activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or planeswalkers. But the problem is, because it's command, and you can still kill it. So like, it's not.
Yeah,
perfect.
but okay, so they need to print this with like hexproof.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and for probably like 2 mana as well.
Oh, by the way, this is amazing flavor text. All challengers were summarily silenced.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
That. Oh, by the way, it plays 60. No, that's the lands card. Wrong deck. Okay, it plays 60 cards. But overall, I've been enjoying this quite a lot. Natural Order was insanely strong in this deck. Also, I guess thanks to Atraxa and also having Eladamri finally as a way, to get these creatures out when they get stuck into your hand. Also, I've cast my fair share of Atraxas in the deck. Like, it's actually not that crazy to do it.
We have Birchlaws.
With Butler Rangers, yeah.
Nice.
And also Bayou and everything. It's not that crazy. Like, I've done it quite often even. And also, like, what I really like about Atraxa is I feel like there's not that many Caracas around, and the lifelink makes it so that you can actually stabilize on low life totals with it. And since it has flying, you don't get, like, run over or something. So, it right now, what I do against these Orcish Bowmaster decks is I actually do side out the glimpses, which is like it used to be like a big no-no against all these tempo decks, but here we are. And I heavily rely on Natural Order. And a lot of times that wouldn't really work because they tax your creatures a lot. Like, they destroy a lot of your creatures, and then you get to Natural Order on like a single creature or 2 creatures, and it's just not enough damage, and then they swing around and turn and kill you, and even Progenitus wouldn't do it. Atraxa now makes it so that it's really hard for them to attack.
Yeah, interesting. It's like the opposite of how things used to be, right?
Yeah, in that regard, it very much is. Yeah.
And because the worry was it's 4 mana, and you're like facing Wasteland removal on your dork. So 4 mana can be hard to cast, and it's so bad if it gets countered. But now you have 4 Allosaurus Shepherd to help resolve it as well. And as you said, you have 1 big creature which is fine to come in even on its own.
Yeah,
with the Atraxa. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, that makes total sense.
In some regard, I think if those I guess any kind of those tempo decks, they should actually consider this strategically and try to maybe keep they don't really have good removal spells for Atraxa, I want to say, but like a bounce spell, if they can keep a bounce spell around, that's going to be such a huge tempo swing that it immediately ends the game after a Natural Order. So, I mean, you don't always get to choose to be in that spot, but if you are, be aware that Atraxa is the big thing to turn around the momentum, and
Yeah, maybe they like go for the throat it and then reanimate it themselves.
Dude, somebody did that to me earlier today.
I mean, what can you do?
Well, they thought seize you quite a bit, and that has always been annoying because a lot of times with elves you keep like a hand with like lots of fast mana and then 1 business spell and that one goes away and then you have to top deck. But Kai, didn't I tell you when you commented like Jaime's matches both in the Legacy Nationals as well as in the main event? Like, I think we got to a point where Jaime was like in a terrible spot, and I told you dude, I've been playing this deck for like 10 years. I can tell you exactly what happens. Now you draw you for your turn, and it's Natural Order, and then you win the game. Yeah, that's literally what happened. Like, you lost it.
Yeah, that was kind of like perfectly scripted. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen Natural Order top decked more than any other card in my life to like win games. It's just absurd how much. It's like the only thing. It's the last turn. Oh my god, it's Natural Order again. I'm just not even surprised when I'm watching Elves players stream these days. It's just like, yeah, cool, there it is.
It's like when enemy writers they get to a point where they don't know what to do anymore, so they're just okay, I guess it's Natural Order from the top, and then you go Super Saya and Natural Order or something. It's just okay, what can you do?
And you only play 3. That's the worst thing. It's just like, oh, there it is. I discarded 1 earlier. I counted 1 earlier. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah,
I've got past traumatic memories from playing Shardless and happening a lot, I promise.
But on the other hand, you never get to see those games where you have like 2 Natural Orders in hand, you have like no board, and then you draw another Natural Order.
Nope.
Like your target
doesn't happen. Doesn't happen.
Literally
Fake news.
Useless.
Nope. Fake news. Nope.
Fake news never happens, right? Dude, I remember when I played at the All of Legacy in China, I was playing for day 2. And I played against this guy who was not only supposed to be, I was told that he's basically one of the best Magic players in China. And he played some kind of like control deck, and I navigated it like really well in the 3rd game. I was like, okay, trade this for that, and I planned ahead of time. Trade here, trade there. Okay, now I'm gonna get to Natural Order for. Oh shit, I drew Progenitus, and that's how I didn't make day 2. And like the worst part is they never know. And I wasn't like, I'm not the guy who's like, oh, by the way, I was so unlucky. Look at what I draw. I just like concede, but I feel like they knew that I had them on the ropes. Because to them, it looked like I stopped everything Julian did, and then I won. It's like, yeah. Anyway, but one thing I want to talk about. Okay, here's a question. Here's a legacy trivia question right now. Not really trivia question. Actually, not one at all.
Guys, you're really hyping this up. This is perfect.
Yeah. That's what you do on a podcast, right? Anyway, the most important question, guys. The most important question.
God.
What are the 3 most important, most played mass removal spells in Legacy right now?
Wrath of the Skies is one of them. Has to be.
Fire magic.
What the fuck is fire magic?
You mean Fury, dude?
No.
There's a card called fire magic.
Yeah,
there is.
You meant like Fireball, maybe?
No, there's a card called fire magic
from Final Fantasy.
It's tiered. Like, dude, nobody has ever seen this card, or let alone played it.
Well, you have not been playing much Legacy recently.
Oh, but dude, this is so flavorful, by the way. Holy shit,
dude, this is an actual magic
fire,
card.
Fyra, and Fyraga. This is like literally what the spells are called in Final Fantasy.
See, I don't know anything about Final Fantasy, but Fire, Fyraga. This is a good card. You guys are sleeping on it. But I don't know. Maybe it's not played that much.
This is like a 6 mana card that deals 3 damage to each creature. Or a 3 mana card that deals 2 damage to each creature, or 1 mana card that deals 1 damage to each creature.
Okay, does removing the player count as mass removal?
Yeah.
I can't think of much. Like, Fury is probably right, yeah.
Okay. Okay, Fury. But like, you guys can't think of like proper mass removal spells other than Wrath of the Skies? Supreme Verdict, like who plays something?
This is my point. Like, there's not much being played, right?
Exactly. This is my point, right? no, you've stolen it. But see, nobody plays Toxic Deluge.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
Yeah, this is my point. This is like why Elves has been incredibly exciting to me. Even though like we just mentioned a lot of issues that it has right now, like Legacy mass removal. Like, nobody plays Toxic Deluge anymore. There's no, like, for example, Electricary used to be everywhere. Like, even Pyroclasm.
Yeah. I mean, mass removal has never been worse, honestly. Like, the threats are so good. Singular threats and combos everywhere.
Yeah, you go so wide with Elves. Like, you can afford to go really wide with Elves. And that's part of, like, why Damri is so cool, because he allows you to go really wide.
Yeah.
And you, like, I noticed this after, like, 2 leagues. Like, I don't fear any kind of mass removal at all. Like, I don't even, like, account for it in the way I develop my board, because there's literally no mass removal.
The answer probably is, if you ignore Fury, probably is like Wrath of the Skies, Pernicious Deed, and Engineered Explosives, which I was gonna say like Engineered Explosives is like it's tiny TNC comeback, but honestly, like it's so mana intensive. It's just like or you see it coming and then you know what? Actually, I do have the number one. It's in Cloudpost, Khan's Silex. It probably is.
Actually, I played against this quite a bit, honestly. Yeah. You're right. Also, that's I don't remember. Like, there are so many Ugins right now, but there's this Ugin that goes like minus and kills everything.
Yeah, that's the 8 mana one.
Yeah, I've played that. Like, all of these mass removal spells, these are like not commonly played, and the biggest thing is that the tempo decks, the tempo decks don't play mass removal.
No.
Yeah. Why would they? Like, what do you want to mass remove? Like, there's no mass removal you can do against control or combo or like whatever. Like these mid-range go wide decks, except for Elves, and I mean, Elves right now still isn't a thing. So there's no reason to do
This is why I kind of rate the energy deck. I think the red-white energy deck probably suffers from a very similar thing to Elves, where you're you're good at beating up like control and mid-range, but you just struggle with combo as well. It's the same thing. Like, these decks, it would trash tempo, because like all your threats are must answers almost, and they're 1 mana, and then you have like swords and bolt and stuff, so you just kill everything. But similarly, it goes super wide, like crazy wide with Ocelot Pride and stuff, but there's no mass removal for it, so you need to like hit them at the source. But yeah, similarly.
So yeah, that's why Elves is so exciting to me. And by the way, we totally haven't mentioned this. Jaime did not only win the Legacy National Championship of Spain, he also top-8'd the Imperial Returns, the Impact Returns main event, playing the same 75 to a top 4 finish.
That's so impressive.
Yeah. This was quite the weekend for the guy.
I feel like this guy was probably like trapped in a time machine or something, because like the main deck has literally nothing against the metagame right now, right? Like, it doesn't have the Collector Oof, no not a single graveyard hit. Like we talked about this on the cast, right? And on the coverage, right? Because it was like no, it was not the finals. It was the semifinals against Oops All Spells, and we started commenting on the match, and there was just not a single
thing in the main deck, right?
Exactly, yeah. Like Elves had to literally raise Oops All Spells. That's the plan, dude.
I mean, to be fair, is a Keynote creator helping you win game 1 against Oops?
I mean, probably not. But like, what I'm trying to say is that like this deck is completely cold to the legacy metagame right now. Like if you, like the top decks maybe, right? Like right? Like Oops on Reanimate. Like this deck doesn't give a shit, or maybe this deck doesn't give a shit. Like the player didn't give a shit. And,
I mean, that's a fair approach.
And
like
that's
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like because like the sideboard has like what? It has 1 Collector Oof, it has 4 Endurance and 1 Keynight Creator, and that's all you got against. Like you even post sideboard like against Oops All Spells. So this is all you got.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's no ley line.
There's nothing, dude. Like instead we have like Assassin's Trophy and 3 decays, and like I don't know how necessary those decays are, for example.
Yeah, the issue about the decays is I barely ever bring them in. Like, I don't bring them in against the artifact decks. I don't bring them in against the tempo decks. So at that point, I'm really not sure what maybe I'm supposed to bring them in against the tempo decks, but honestly, it doesn't excite me because they still have like these big creatures, or then they have like Nethergolf, which also comes back. And yeah, I try to attack the graveyard, but really only so much. So in many ways, the decays don't excite me, and of course, they also still don't answer Murktide or like the Reanimator plan. And at some point,
like dude, like I'm not here to like criticize the player or the deck list. I'm kind of just saying like, okay, because I'm like saying, okay, like dude, like, what a fucking badass, dude. You know, like you show up at these events like 2 days in a row with a deck that's completely like not prepared for the metagame, kind of. It looks like, and then you win regardless. It's just like.
I mean, it's still heavily focused on combo elves, right? So I've got my fair share of like either turn 2 kills or practical turn 2 kills, where like the opponent like gets another turn, but not really. So you do have some stuff. You also have like you have Besichus, and you can return them to your hand with like Quirion Ranger and Yavimaya and stuff. Like you do have some tools against stuff that's going on right now. And yeah, I mean, just like fucking kill them on the play. Like that's still very much a game plan in the first game. And
so like so after playing a couple of leagues, like what do you think? Like what are the attributes of an elf deck? Like what do you need to have in your elves main deck to to be fully functional right now?
Just like making lots of mana very quickly. Like that's just
like, I mean
that's a big thing. Like you get a lot of mana, you run out your stuff, you don't get mass removed, neither in the first nor in the second game. And then you just try to push across the finishing line while randomly, like it helps if you top deck what you need. And a lot of times that can also be a Zenith because you have so much mana because your opponent doesn't really have proper mass removal. And then also like if you have Cradle and if you like send back a Cradle and stuff, like the Zenith kills them quickly. Natural Order, of course, either kills them quickly or completely stabilizes. Also Alessaro Shepherd, like making 5/5 still a really good thing. Like Elves, there's a lot of great things going on for it. And I can only, like, this is maybe crazy if you've never played the deck. I can really only heavily emphasize how big of a deal it is that there is no mass removal. And that's just like, that helps the deck out so much. But yeah, the deck right now works really well. It just doesn't have the matchup it wants. And I'm not sure whether this is the sideboard. This is like why I'm kind of critical of the sideboard, because it doesn't feel exciting to me right now. I sometimes wonder whether Mindbreak traps should be there, and I think they probably should, because you can also bring them in against the Mystic Forge decks, because if they get like the really quick openings, I want to have the Mindbreak trap, and if they don't, then it's basically like a time walk for me, and yes, I'm down a card, kinda, but also like they didn't get the crazy openings, so my other hate, which I'm gonna need for them, is gonna get better. So yeah, that's one part. Probably more combo hate, and I still have to properly assess like what the tempo matchup, generally speaking, how that's really supposed to work. Because when I don't bring, like previously, it was very easy. You take out your natural orders, you bring in your abrupt decays, you slow down the opponent, so all of a sudden the opponent has no offense anymore. So your mid-range random creatures are crazy good, right? And then you push across for the finish, and that's how it worked. But now they have too many like creatures you either can touch, or they have too many aggressive creatures, or like too many small aggressive creatures. To the point where I sometimes feel like I kind of want Pendelhaven in the deck, because so much in Legacy is revolving around like 1/1s and 2/2s right now. In that case, Pendelhaven is king. It's just like it's such a bad card other than that. It's just like stupid fucking Pendelhaven, seriously. Yeah. But yeah, I think the deck is actually, and that's the big thing that Jaime realized that none of us really realized, is that the deck is actually okay in the metagame right now. It's not one of the better tier 2 decks, but it's certainly a tier 2 deck. And so in that regard, especially in paper where like there's a lot more diversity and you can get an advantage by just like knowing your deck really well. Like even online right now, I've seen people do the stupid thing of like, oh, I target your elf, oh, you have Wild Symbiote, oh, and then like they don't do it on purpose.
And that's good enough, isn't it? Like being in tier 2 in my head kind of means like you can play it and you can win enough matches and you're fine. Like it's fine to go in.
Like, a lot of leagues, I want to say I got the 5-0, but I also, like right now, right before the podcast, I had the 1-4. But I want to say like most of them were like 3-2s, basically across the board. And that to me is like a tier 2 deck.
Yeah, totally. And that's a fine spot to be, really. Like, Jaime has proven that it can win as well. Like, yeah.
I hope that it really like revitalizes like, but research sounds too official, right? Like excitement for the deck, enthusiasm. So people like maybe come up with something. Like the more leaks get posted, the more results gets posted where Elves is like a real deck again. That's how you develop the deck further.
So Quirion Ranger, about 3-ish weeks ago, just completely before Impact Returns, he was just posting saying like, I just want to play my old love again. I'm going to play GLIMPSE Elves and I'm going to do it and I don't care. No one can tell me otherwise. And everyone's like, yep, fair play. Live your life. And now it's doing quite well. So I think it's a good story of just like actually go and play it. I think the theory behind Bowmasters killing this deck, maybe it was a bit overstated.
Yeah, there's just like so much they need to kill with Bowmasters. And Bowmasters is still 2 mana, which basically eats up their entire second turn, so they don't even get to Ponder or Wasteland on the second turn, which is annoying to them. So you spend 2 mana to kill a 1 mana thing in that deck, to which 2 mana is worth a lot more than to the Elves deck. Because Elves like usually has like a little bit more of an abundance of mana and like uses less. Of course, that's also why Elves runs out of steam a little quicker. So Elves needs bigger, more
and
important playmakers.
You play your 3 mana 3/3 and he's got the ground locked down.
Pretty much. Sometimes you even play the second one just so you can clear it from the top of your library and stuff, and also because it's like untaps the Nettle Sentinels and itself is untapped, so it's kind of funny, yeah.
Oh, that's cool with Nettle Sentinels.
Yeah. Like there's a reason the deck is like not tearing up the metagame right now, and it probably won't unless people like find an even better way to build it, especially the sideboard. But I'm very excited to keep playing this for a while now.
Sweet, love it.
Yeah,
very cool.
Anyway, so that was the Impact Returns part. Maybe we should also quickly talk about the main event, guys.
Yeah, do you want to go through the top 8?
Yeah, you wanna?
Cool, go for it. So yeah, the top 8 is very varied actually. So I'll start bottom to top like before. So in the quarters, we have Damian Cavaric Gomez on Blueberry Animator. We have Victor Gomez Gonzalez on, it says Jeskai Control, but this is like wizards, so it has like Thunder Trap Trainers and 4 Flame of Honor, which is pretty cool. Like, I'm a big Jeskai hater, but I think these 2 cards are super cool, so I like it.
If we talked about this on the stream, right? When people were saying, "Oh, Jeskai, right? You and Kai, you don't like Jeskai control decks." And then we looked at this. This is like really like a Jeskai weenie deck, kind of like almost like it even has like one of Magus of the Moon, the main deck and stuff. So
3 dress downs, is interesting.
Yeah,
I just think Flame of Honor is such a cool, likable card. Don't know anyone that doesn't like it, so it's cool. Then we have Jan Schmidt. It's very Spanish sounding. On Covers the Jewel. This is I love this deck as well. Stock Up looks so powerful in this deck. Then
that deck was something else to watch. Like we had him on stream twice, I want to say.
Yeah. This deck is like shit. If you're going to show someone a legacy deck, this is like something you'd show them. It's just it's so powerful when it works. Also in the quarters we have Ricardo Sanchez on Breakfast. So probably your usual Nadu breakfast stuff.
Yeah, but also shout outs by the way to Ricardo. You guys remember when we did the Golden Ticket tournament?
Oh, was that him?
Almost. He lost in the finals of the Golden Ticket tournament, but he still made good use of the weekend,
shit,
right?
Dude, yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Congrats, Ricardo. In the semis, we have Gabriel Lorenzo on Blue Black Reanimator. And then we have our buddy Jaime on Elves, as we've just talked about for ages. In the runner-up with, I'm going to try your name here, Ernesto Felipe Teixeira Fernandez da Silva. How did I do, Julian?
What a name.
Sounds pretty... honestly, like it could be a Portuguese name, and in which case you should have pronounced it differently, but pretty good.
On Oops All Spells, this is Charbelchers in the sideboard, the main deck you can guess. And then in first place, a sick win here, another Lands by Ivan Ibanez. Lands is cool to see as well. This is it's a kind of, people call it like Turbo Lands. It's got like Malevolent Rumbles, and it's just trying to assemble Depths combo pretty fast, which I think is a very smart way to do it. It's got like the 4 Yavimayas and stuff. This is kind of what Lands has ended up everyone's playing and stuff. So very cool that 2 mono green decks won both events.
This is mono green even, now that you mention it. Oh, wow. Okay. I remember when like Turbulence used to be like bug colored, right? With like, I don't know, Elfish Spirit Guides and stuff. Like Negator 77, right? Played that.
Yeah, no. Like Depths was this is Lands, like it's still Wastelanding and Urza's Sagaing and Mox Diamonding and stuff. But yeah, this is a good version. What always catches me out is the like Saga pops off, you go and get Lava Spur Boots, then you make a Merit Lage and give it haste. Like that.
Lava Spur Boots as a card are actually underestimated. Like even in Painter, I've been enjoying the quad. It's such a big deal in Painter. Like your opponent passes the turn, you have no construct in play. You make a construct end of turn, you untap, you make a second construct, you put Lava Spur Boots on it, and all of a sudden you attack for 10.
Yeah.
I mean, of course your opponent sees it coming, but it's still like such a huge swing, right?
Yeah, there's like push and swords that kind of interact with that. There's a lot of things that don't interact with that as well, like instant speed. Yeah. So
but then you still come out ahead, right?
Yeah.
Like card wise. Yeah.
Yeah. So there we go. We need to ban Basic Forest is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, maybe we should. But to me, like at least the most exciting thing, especially doing commentary, was that we didn't really get flooded by Blue Black Reanimator. Like in the top 16, we got how much? 4 copies, which is still 25%. Kind of crazy, but I mean, it's also the best, the most popular deck, I would guess. Yeah. But yeah, in the end, it's still paper, and paper is always a bit different.
Yeah, like there was 4 in the Showcase Challenge yesterday in top 8. But at least here is 4 in the top 16 of both events.
Yeah. No, overall, like a really big shout out to the guys. I mean, they're friends of ours who run Impact Returns. I don't know, to me, this has been the most pleasant. Like, I've commentated a lot of tournaments, but now to me, this one has been the most pleasant one. Like, sometimes it can be a little bit of a, I don't know how you would call it, a drag when you do that commentary for a long tournament. For this one, really not. I don't know, Kai, how you felt about that, but to me, it felt like very smooth, everything.
Yeah, I think it was pretty smooth because of like the. I don't know exactly like how they picked the matchups, but like
they probably used their brain.
Yeah,
crazy.
Because like like at some point I thought like, dude, like is all the top tables like all like elves and land decks? Like what's going on? And then you see the results, like that's not the case at all. Like so, like they the coverage always does a good job of like picking like the coolest decks. Like
without getting soppy, like these guys just love Legacy, so like they play it as well, so they know what decks people want to see and they know what's interesting.
They care, right? Yeah, they care, and so do the viewers and things. Dude, I was particularly thrilled by this cover, the Jewel deck. This like mono blue, like it's almost like a quad laser deck. It almost has like only 4 offs. It looks so clean, and it looks like a vintage deck almost to me.
It feels like a vintage deck when you see it in action, right?
Yeah, like so, like like Grim Monolith, Chromox, and like lots of untap effect products engine, and like the one single win condition, which is an Emrakul, the Eon's Torn. Just as
apparently there's also like a way to go infinite with the deck, where you cast your Emrakul, then you Phyrexian Metamorph it, so it dies and goes back into the deck. And then you like keep drawing cards, and then you find it again, and you cast it again, and because of Paradox Engine, you always have the mana.
No, dude, like good point, because like I wanted to bring up Phyrexian Metamorph and like how bonkers that card was. Like throughout, like whenever we saw Phyrexian Metamorph, it was either Archon of Cruelty or it was like something like ridiculous, right? It was like the worst thing was probably like the One Ring, but like it was insane.
There was one match that went to extra turns, and it was actually hilarious, and I only like realized this after we finished commentating it. One player, right before extra turns, had played the One Ring, and then Jan could have taken all the 5 extra turns, but he could have not won during those 5 extra turns because the other player had ring protection. But the other player would die to that ring on the next turn. So unless Jan took all the extra turns, he could not win anymore. So he had to consciously not take all the extra turns and then like let the opponent die.
That's so cool.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah. The other thing Metamorph is the removal spell for Bowmasters, because Bowmasters is good against the deck.
Oh yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Very good.
See, dude. Yeah, we didn't even catch that. It's like the deck is a little soft to combo because there's only 4 Force of Wills and like I guess you have like 4 copies of Sink into Stupor, which is like a really bad counter spell.
Yeah, and then you got 2 more Force of Negation on the side, 4 Lodestone Golem, 4 Leyline. Like you have a very good sideboard for combo.
Yeah, didn't Jan actually play against Uppsala Spurs and we were like, wait, in the main deck you have like 4 Force and that's it?
Yeah, it's not. I feel like whenever you build a combo, like this is one of the. I don't even know how like I'm on a scale from 1 to 10, like how fast, slow this combo deck is in comparison to other combo decks, but like it does not have a lot of disruption.
I like that he apparently is like aware of that. So he doesn't only have like more combo protection, like the 2 Force of Negations in the sideboard. He's like, no, I need something like permanent, right? I can't like fight them one-on-one and then hopefully like come out ahead. I need to stick a Loathsome Golem proactively, and that's gonna just like help me out in so many ways.
Yeah,
I would think.
Dude, this card is sick. I did not expect a Loathsome Golem to be anywhere in the top, whatever, 32 or...
Turn 1 Lodestone, turn 2 Metamorph, copy it, and then just keep making
Go to town.
Dude, that's GG,
legit,
right?
Legit.
That's like vintage vibes.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of decks in Legacy right now have like vintage vibes a little bit.
Yeah, they really do.
Right?
They do
like,
too much.
Like the graveyard decks too, like how aggressive you have to like get your ley lines and stuff against like Uppsala Spurs. It's so similar to like Bazaar decks, I feel.
Yeah. It's like that this opening hand of 2 ley lines, 2 Solgo Lanterns, and it's like, and a Pithing Needle's like, right, well, I hope this beats the Dredge.
Yeah. Like because I just had that moment like a few days ago when I tweaked my Doomsday deck for Legacy, right? And like, so I've always like played 1, sometimes even 2 copies of Null Rod in my vintage Doomsday deck, and now for the very first time I'm playing Null Rods in my Legacy Doomsday deck too. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of like, like it just kind of like crossed the line for me too. Okay, I guess now maybe like what's next, like what's it called, that there's like this really weird sideboard card in vintage Doomsday where you can counter or bounce an artifact. Steel Sabotage.
Oh yes, that's classic.
Oh, that card has been like a big deal for a long time.
Like Legacy, dude? Are you fucking kidding me?
Not Legacy, like in Vintage,
right? Yeah,
I was told you played it like in Bug Doomsday because it bounces like Blightsteel Colossus, but that was also like 10 years ago, so I don't know if that's a thing.
Ooh. Oh yeah,
people dude, like still.
Yeah, totally forgot about Blightsteel.
So these days they get like Citadel, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But like, yeah, I feel like the decks, like the formats get a lot closer these days.
In it's a completely different thing. In astronomy, or I guess not necessarily astronomy, rather in physics, there's this concept of like the heat death of the universe. Have you ever heard about that?
Yeah.
So I feel like Kai is like,
no.
No, it
yes
just
and
like
no.
means it just. As far as I understand, like the whole idea is that eventually everything just turns into energy, and then like there's no proper matter existing anymore, and the whole universe turns just to like energy, and everything gets hot, I guess. And I feel like, because I often think about, is this just like the natural progression of Eternal formats, where things get like increasingly more busted and combo becomes better and better and better, even though Wizards tries to stop it? Because I often talk about, right, how Legacy, if somebody ever wrote the history of Legacy in a way, it started out as the biggest creature format in all of Magic. Like, it was the biggest creature matters format compared to all the other formats. And then slowly but surely, like, combo and control chipped away from that. And then like we had that whole Miracles era where combo was like okay but not crazy. And now I feel like for the last 5 or even longer years, like combo has been really on the up and up, like constantly. Even though we try to push it back, we get to a point where it's, who am I to call it unhealthy, right? It's just like there's no, it's unhealthy in the sense of my enjoyment of like the actual games. And it just like reminded me of the thing, because I'm not sure whether it might just be the natural progression of Eternal formats where you like end up with combo is in such a crazy position.
Yeah, depends how good the fair decks are, because like Luris is dominating vintage, so, and that's a fair deck.
Yeah, but like I mean, but even the Lurus deck does like a lot of unfair stuff, right? Like it's a quote unquote fair deck, but like in Vintage nobody does fair stuff.
Sure, it's not playing a turn 2 Trigon Predator.
Yeah,
it's like...
no, but I think like you got a really good point, Julian, because like I just the other day I watched like the Tolarian, no, what's it called?
Tolarian Community College.
Yeah, exactly. And like Jerry Thompson was on the show and they played some whatever Magic. I think like Boomer Jund or whatever. It didn't really matter, but then I
wasn't he like famous for Shardless?
Oh, that too. But I think he also invented the Badlam Reveler, like Lingering Souls Pyromancer deck in Modern.
Okay.
Yeah. And Mardu Pyromancer. But like it doesn't matter. But like after that I kept watching like Jerry Thompson videos, like old ones from Legacy, and then there was one where he won the finals of a Star City Games tournament in 2011 or so, and that was like the lamest Magic game I've seen in a while. Because dude, it was him on a buck colored Tarmogoyf deck against a Zoo deck or so, and then the game was the game was literally like Wildneckadel go, Jerry Thompson plays Tarmogoyf go. Then Wildneckadel whatever, like couldn't attack anymore or whatever, and then the Zoo player played his own Tarmogoyf. That one got forced. Then Jerry and Tap played his second Tarmogoyf, and that was literally the game. and I was like, wow, this was like
more fireworks.
How quaint!
That was so fucking lame. I don't know. That was
like Pauper, right? Pauper's more exciting.
Or like limited almost. Like So there was like one Force of Will, 2 creatures each, and no removal spell was played. I think there was like 1 or 2 wastelands, I think, like fired off, I think. And that was the entire first game. And the second game was basically copy-paste the first game.
You know what it reminds me of? That kind of feels like these days, Legacy is so crazy. Like, we are all high on the craziest of drugs, right? The combo decks are drugs in a way that they kind of operate the same. And now you look back into this 2011 tournament 14 years ago, you're like, can you imagine when people wanted to do something exciting, they just went to the zoo and looked at the animals? It's so boring. I can shoot up like the best H and whatever. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like what it feels like, because when I look back, like, maybe it was good at the time, and maybe, I mean, there's some nostalgia for some old Magic. And I mean, Callum, you've played your fair share of like, what would you call that? Like Shardless against Miracles?
Me and Francis even streamed it like a few years ago.
Yeah. I don't know, man, but I feel like right now we're all super high on the craziness that is going on in Legacy, and it's so hard to say where the scales tipped, right? Where we wanted more excitement and we got it, and then I guess people who do drugs and like get really deep into them, they also can't tell you where the scales tipped. They're just like, oh, I can always tip them back. No, you can't. Not at least not with this attitude. Anyway, trying to solve a drug problem here for Legacy. I don't know. I just feel like there's too much power. We're too powerful. Maybe somebody can reel us in again. We need the government to step in. Wizards, yeah, you're the government.
I will say though, like a Legacy is not lacking like a problem of not having enough answers for the questions. I feel like we have the answers. Yeah. Like, I feel very bad for the modern players, right? Because they got a lot of bullshit going on, and they don't have Wasteland days in Force of Will. Like, they have to actually, like, everything resolves kind of.
I would say Modern's like more interactive than Legacy.
Is it though?
Yeah, like the top deck is Energy, which is just creatures and removal spells. Then you got like Zoo, and then the black-white blink decks, and like Titan is a combo deck, but you can interact with that at multiple points. Like Murktide is their Delver. I would say it's more interactive and fair than Legacy.
Okay, maybe so.
In the past, Modern was always, it was called like 2 ships sailing past each other in the night. I feel like Legacy is closer to that than Modern is these days. Like dangerously close. It kind of is sometimes. So that is the problem. I mean, I agree with what Julian was saying. I think there's too much combo. There has been for the last couple of years, really. And there is not a clean answer to that. It's just new cards are getting slotted into all these powerful decks. Like, these Forge decks. Like, the One Ring is just like absurd in all these fast Ancient Tomb decks and stuff. And that's really powering it out. And there's just so many. The combo cards are like slow to come out. It's just one by one. It's not like where MH3 came out and here's a Boros Energy deck. But yeah, they are really powerful.
You know, there was like a metagame once in Berlin, like almost like 10 years ago, like when almost in every third player played ad nauseum tendrils. It's like how wild the metagame was. Like, dude, it was infested by a storm combo, like the whole, like, yeah, just Berlin, right? And then like Carsten Cotter came up, like he wrote for Star City Games, like articles and stuff, and he was like it was big into combo decks too, and like he started to play the best combo deck against the combo decks, which was High Tide. We have like 4 copies of Flusterstorm main and like Cunning Wish for more counters, and it was kind of resilient to rest effects because you can always like wish for, I don't know, like your intuition to grab like time spirals and stuff, and that was cool. I don't know if it's good now, but like, you know, it used to be like the combo killer.
So everyone, to beat Blueberry Animator and Forge, Julian says play elves and Kai says play High Tide.
No, that's not what I'm saying, dude. That's not
Very far. Very
All
far
right, okay, stop recording now.
Oh shit! I forgot to press record. No, I will never make that mistake twice.
Here the Patreons. All right, have a good time.
Yeah. Okay, we will do it live for the Patreons, right?
Yeah.
You should do it like on stage. By the way, I just got an email today. Callum, you got the same email? You haven't checked your emails yet.
I did, but I know that in the email it says don't say anything about it.
That's what I want to say, right? That I'm gonna tease an announcement. That we're gonna have an announcement next. What does it say in the email? Let me check.
Announcement of an announcement.
Yeah, in the coming weeks. Blah blah blah. Anyway, I think
it's
one
where
next
we
month.
replace Kai.
Yeah, announcement. We plan to announce yada yada blah 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 around September. Okay. So we'll have an announcement in September.
Have we found Kai's replacement yet? Or is
that's great news because
TBC?
Like the Serum Vision podcast starts September. That's like, what a coincidence.
Or the public announcement of the Serum Visions podcast. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they've been working on it for a long time. They even had like an underground Kickstarter.
Julian, did you get that new website I sent you, the serumvisionspodcast2.com?
Yeah, but isn't it like a porn website or something?
Anyway, moving swiftly on.
Actually, we have another thing we want to talk about, right? That's coming up next week.
This weekend. Well,
the upcoming weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Ooh, okay. Take us away. What's happening there?
So we got Eternal Eternal Mania coming up. So Eternal Mania, we've mentioned it a few times on the podcast before. It's the home of the ELM, which is the European Legacy Masters, and that's been in 4 seasons for the last 3 years, I believe. And so it's now going to Belgium. So Eternal Mania, I can't remember the names of the actual people organizing it, apologies, but I know that it's a new event that they're trying to like spearhead with the ELM. You know, Belgium being fairly Central European should have a lot of European players coming to it. So this is this weekend. Kai and I will be there. Kai, with your booth.
Yeah, but I will also be playing like all legacy events at the same time. Yeah.
Sick. I'll be there. I'll be playing ELM on the Sunday, and I don't know what. I think I'll play other things. I didn't realize there was a sign up cutoff until a few days ago, and there's still plenty of places so I can sign up on the day. But I'll probably do the main events on the Friday. There's a Chaos Draft plus Belgian beer tasting thing. I'm definitely going to do, so that's cool. So yeah, it's basically like on the Friday there's a legacy event. On the Saturday there's a legacy main event. There will be other events. I should have put it in the show notes to see. I think there's a pre-modern event. There's
gonna be a lot of events, I would guess, because did you mention there's like 226 people pre-registered for Saturday already?
Yeah, so word on the street is 226 registered for Saturday already, and Tom Dedecker said like Belgian players are notoriously bad at pre-signing up. I haven't signed up yet either, so there'll be definitely more than 226. So that's
very Belgium.
Really good numbers. 128 for Friday. Similarly, I've still not signed up yet, so there'll be more. And I plan to play both of these, so I'm just rubbish. I admit it.
Kai can't book flights. You can't sign up for events.
Yeah, dude, this is like we can't get shit together.
So this is sick numbers for their first event. Really, really good. I think they're right. They've nailed it. Like it's such a good location for European players to get to. So it's in Hasselt, which is it like 40 minutes on trainish outside Brussels? I think something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's I think it's a lot of upsides for people who live in I guess in France, Germany, or Netherlands maybe, because like you don't have to necessarily take a flight to get there, right? Like in fact, like I'm going there by bus.
Nice.
For the first time. Yeah, it's just
you've given up on the airplanes.
Yeah. Like, that's how you beat the system. You just don't book a flight if there's no flight.
I mean,
boom.
You don't use the system anymore.
Not having to fly to somewhere is such a huge deal maker or breaker. It really is. So many people. I bet so many people are just carpooling together and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's even better. They're like road trips. Nothing beats road trips.
Yeah. Me, I've got a 6:30 a.m. flight from Newcastle to Paris, then Paris to Brussels, then Brussels to Hasselt. But
wait, you take a flight from Paris to Brussels?
No, I train from there.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
There's a really good connection.
yeah. But yeah, they've also got old school, they've got vintage, there's a modern main event, there's pre-modern. The beer thing is called Belgian Experience. There's Team Trios on Friday. There's Pauper. There's Legacy for Art on Sunday. So another big Legacy thing on Sunday. There's so much going on. So I'm incredibly psyched for it. The numbers especially really excite me that there's going to be loads of people there. It's going to be a really big event. So
I almost want to go on short notice, but I can't really. Also,
do it.
To me, it's so far away. I would probably need to fly to Düsseldorf or something and then try to find my way.
Belgium's next door to you. What are you talking
about? So Bologna is a lot closer to me. By the way, one of the organizers actually messaged me right before the podcast. So he said they moved it to Hasselt so I can stop confusing it with Four Seasons.
Nice. Yeah.
Because in all our previous podcasts, I would always call it the Four Seasons crew and the Four Seasons thing. But, oh no, wait, it's the ELM. It's Four Seasons ELM. No, it's ELM, the standalone thing. Now they moved it to a different country, into a different town with a different organizer.
Just to stop confusing you.
Yeah, exactly. Just for me, right?
Yeah.
That's how important I am.
Anyone that cannot make it, such as yourself then, can follow along on Twitch. So the lovely crew from Bazaar of Boxes will be streaming on Twitch. So twitch.tv/Bazaar of Boxes. We'll put a link in the show notes. Hopefully it comes out before they start streaming. They will be streaming ELM on the Sunday, and I've got to assume the main event on Saturday at least, and maybe something on Friday as well. I haven't actually asked that to confirm though. The ELM, I think it's going to be about 100 players. Should be pretty cool.
Oh, to interrupt you there, that's why it says will be streamed by Bob, and I was like, who's Bob? Like Bob Wang? No, Bazaar of Boxes, okay.
Bazaar of Boxes, yeah.
You're supposed to know.
Just Bob.
We have this local guy, he streams. His name is Bob.
Love Bob. Love
okay.
Bob.
Cool.
Yep, so follow along the ELM, especially on Sunday, but the main event on Saturday as well. So Bazaar of Boxes. I want to just especially shout out the sponsors of the ELM. So there's been
we're supposed to take money from people whom we shout out.
Yeah, well...
wait, you guys didn't receive the money?
Yes, I got my €5 in the post by check.
Oh, yeah. This is why Callum is going to get 5 buys in the main event or something.
Hey guys. So the prize for ELM, a lot of it is sponsored for the ELM. So it's €600 store credit from Booze MTG. There's €400 store credit from Imjati. Is that how you say it? There's 1,500 euros sponsored by all of the communities across Europe from ELM, and then more than 2,000 euros worth of products sponsored by Ultimate Guard as well. So shout out to them for putting the money in, but especially shout out to the people that actually run ELM. So I know Tom DeDecker and Sahar are very forward-fronting and do a ton of work, but there are definitely more of you behind the scenes. So just thank you for doing it. It's such a cool thing. Last year, being at Four Seasons not playing, I was just in the room watching the whole time. So I'm glad to be back
I
at it.
feel I've wasted the one time I played in ELM when we did these national nominations for Germany when the community nominated players instead of having a play-in because it was a bit too short notice for us.
Yeah.
And I remember you gave me that mono white Dungeoneer deck, and I just came back from Kenya at that moment, and I really wasn't into the format at the point, so I kind of wasted my chance.
That deck was pretty good.
It was. The player just wasn't.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, qualify next time. It's a cool thing to do.
That's basically the idea, right?
Yeah. I do remember a year ago, Sahar had a go at me. He was like, Callum, why are you not qualifying for last year? And I was like, I've only been able to play one qualifier until this last one in France as well, where luckily fake futurism is completely broken and won both events, so it dropped down to me.
Oh, you are qualified, right?
I am qualified, yeah.
Ooh, you even get your fancy player profile.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
In my player profile, it says as accomplishments, beat fake futurism once. So out of about 50,
that's enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
In the prizes, there's an amazing Ponder kind of reimagination painting for the winner.
You know who drew that?
Is it Tom's better half?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering. Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Naomi painted this.
Yeah, no.
I think our artist
beautiful.
name apparently is like Emariana.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that. Do you guys like recognize all the different the references in the card?
So there's 3 orbs, which is Ponder. There is in the middle orb, there's a Stormcrow. On the left, there's an island. Is it a tropical island? On the
No,
right
I think that's like the Beta Island.
is a beta island. And then on the right, there's Force of Negation.
Exactly.
And then there's like a Blood Moon in the background, and there's loads of fairies. There's like probably a Bitter Blossom. Yeah, it's,
One of those fairies looks almost exactly like one of those fairy cards from, I guess Lauren, yeah.
The one by the moon looks like the far left one on Vanillion Click to me, I think.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, very, very, very cool. So we'll put the painting in the show notes as well, so everyone can see what we're talking about.
You know, I love that the community just like continues this tradition that has been established. Like Kai, you did also the painting, like I think the previous year or something, right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, dude. I'm just so fascinated by the Stormcrow because
yeah, you know what? I didn't notice it until you asked me.
Like an instant keep. I'll keep that Ponder.
Cool. Okay. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Because I guess Kai, what are you? No, you are playing in the main event, right? So what are you guys playing in the main event? You can reveal the information.
Yeah.
Oh, like the decks we're gonna play?
Yeah. Has it been decided yet?
Yeah, like yes and no. I'm probably gonna be playing Doomsday. It's just like I have like 5 different deck lists in front of me, and I'm just in the middle of like just trying to figure out like if I really want to splash a third color. Because like splashing green is so tempting, but like every time I play it, like I get so fucked by my own mana base, and like I don't know.
I was gonna say that I feel like all of your streams and like YouTube videos recently were all like, oh, should I splash Whale of Summer or should I not?
Yeah. Like it's the like infinite struggle. I think like ultimately if like it's if I want to take like the elves approach, like and just don't give a shit about the metagame, just do your thing, then you should probably always be Dimir.
Yeah, and then you play like 4 copies of Personal Tutor and everything. Yeah.
But like exactly, yeah. So like if I'm on blue black, like I'm tinkering about like the null rods in sideboard, which is like something completely new. I'm thinking about Flusterstorm. Somewhere either in the main or in the sideboard or both. Because Flusterstorm is kind of nice, like it counters both Thoughtseize and Entomb and Reanimate and Green Sun.
So how many copies of Cosmoglyph?
Oh, my baby. I love that card.
Yeah, that's the next question, right? Like how often I'm gonna kill people with like meme piles.
You know what's sick? I saw a screenshot a few days ago from the Painted Discord where some Doomsday player it was like post sideboard, they played a Cosmoglyph. It was like a 45/45.
Oh, don't tell me that. No,
and then
dude, don't tell me that.
The Rite of Consumption. Remember that card?
Ooh, yeah. The one that you basically get to throw the creature at the opponent.
Yeah, it's like Black Fling, but you gain life as well.
Yeah.
And the Painter opponent untimely malfunctioned it.
Dude, nice, dude. That's insane.
It was even sicker because there was like they had no red mana in play, but there was a welder with a petal in the graveyard and like a disruptive flute in play or something. So it was like extra surprise.
Oh, this is nasty.
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Actually, I'm really gonna miss not playing that event, but
yes, you can come.
I'm actually. Well, it's probably gonna be too short now. Honestly, part of it is like I've been enjoying Legacy, or rather playing Magic a lot more again recently. But also like I really want to buy a more professional camera. Like I'm actually like we always have this thing where I ask you how you guys are doing and what you guys have been up to. But since I'm always asking, like nobody asks me back.
Sorry.
What have you been up to, Julian?
No, I won't say anymore. Sorry, you don't care.
For the last couple of like 5 months or so, like I think we've been missing this question for like such a long time.
No, I've been like the other day I did my first professional photo shoot with like well, the photo shoot was not necessarily professional because it was done by me, but I did it with a professional model, and I can't even send you the pictures because I first have to submit them to her for like approval. And yeah, I've been like really thinking about getting a more professional camera, and I have this weird thing where I'm actually like kind of broke and I don't have a lot of money, but I always pick the most expensive hobbies, right? Like Eternal Format Magic, kite surfing, photography. Like, why can't I be into, I don't know, like
something
painting?
cheap?
Beyblade.
What's cheap? Beyblade, yeah, right.
Beyblade is cheap. What?
I
don't know.
have no idea how much Beyblade is.
Cheaper than a camera.
Everything is cheaper
Julian's.
than all of my hobbies, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I probably but we will see. I also applied to go on a trip to Uganda. So if they take me, I'm gonna go on a 10-day safari to Uganda in November.
Nice.
So that would be something.
Yeah.
Hopefully it didn't jinx it.
Is that the budget plan, or is that the actual, like, I'm gonna dump all my money into
No.
this
The
plan?
thing is, like, when you work in tourism, you don't make a lot of money, but you have an insane amount of crazy perks. So the 10-day safari to Uganda would be something like 5,000 euros plus, which is completely like not feasible. But because there's just like these, it's so hard to explain. Basically, the idea is that they bring people who will sell the product later on into the country, and the product is the country. So they experience it, so they have an easier time selling it. It's called a fam trip. Like, I used to organize those for Kenya, right? I would bring people to Kenya to go on like 2-week trips without paying almost anything. And now I'm on the receiving end of these. Now I can get those because now I sell like all different kinds of destinations. And Uganda is one that we started selling like last year. We already sent like 16 people, like a really huge group there to go on safari and like, meet the gorillas and stuff. And I have to check that I need to be at least 4 to see them. Otherwise, they're too big for me. They have trample and stuff. So I hope they take me because there was like a short application window, but I have probably pretty good chances because I already sent people to Uganda. So hopefully I'm going to go there. And then I guess I can do a photo shoot with a gorilla. That would be something. That's on my bucket list. Hopefully it's not going to end up being my actual bucket list. Okay, anyway, we're getting way off topic, but I felt like I've done a couple of exciting things lately that I wanted to share.
Excellent. Yeah, we'll remember to that next time.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to. I just feel like
No.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Cool. So we're gonna close it out here.
Yeah. Should I say what I was playing at ELM and stuff?
No, we don't care.
No one.
That's
Yeah,
what
no
I
one's
thought
in
as
it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Death and Taxes. I'll see you there.
Cool. Yeah.
If you actually end up playing Death and Taxes, that would be insane.
No, I'm gonna play.
That's such a
I'm gonna play 8cast in the other events. At least.
Oh, is it gonna be like Painter 8cast or like straight up 8cast?
Straight up 8cast with the new Pinnacle Emissary card. It's really fun.
And is Sai still a card, or is Sai not good enough?
No, Sai's not a card. This is like better Sai. This is it's like 3 mana, 1 blue and a red for 3/3 artifact creature robot. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless drone artifact creature token with flying, and this token can block only creatures with flying. But the twist is it has warp for 1 blue or red, so you can like play it turn 1, play like a Mox Opal and then a Lotus Petal and then a Mishra's Bauble, and that makes you like 6 artifacts. So you can play really fast Kappa Cannoneers and like Thought Monitors and Thoughtcasts and stuff. So I played it in a few leagues, then went like 1 and 2 and 2 and 3, but it was really fun. So whatever.
Okay, that's cool.
It's a decent deck, yeah.
I want to see you on the stream. Like, if I'm not gonna go, at least I'm gonna watch you.
But I'm like 99% Painter in the main event.
So if you're the organizers listening to this, better take your chance and put Calamon on the first round, because we're not sure there's gonna be more chances.
Oh, well, the interesting thing with Painter is I'm not playing Fable. It's just too slow for the format.
Dude, I've been feeling the same lately. Like, I also, before I played Elves, I played Painter, and I've been enjoying it, and I think it's still maybe better than Elves, but I also noticed that a lot of times my opponents, like, they would even let Fable resolve, and they could stop it, and then stopped what came afterwards, and then before Fable even did something, they just won. Yeah,
I'm going like 3 card main deck Null Rod as well. 0 or 1 Fable, and like 3 main deck Soul-Day Lanterns, and lots more fast mana. It's just like it's targeting blue-black and colorless decks very heavily.
So you play Grindstone and Null Rod in your main deck?
Yeah, but there's 8 goblins to sacrifice the Null Rod when you can combo.
Okay, that's cool. That's everything you need to know about Legacy right now. You guys remember when people wanted to play Null Rod and Miracles and stuff?
Null Rodicals.
In the main?
Shout out Poron.
Yeah, that was a different time. Anyway, if you want to support all of our stupid, crazy ideas and also help me buy a better camera, you can support us on everydayeternal.com. No, that's the church website that I've been trying to buy since forever. It's actually everyday-eternal.com. And you can, of course, also leave a review on Apple Podcasts and support us on Patreon. And yeah, I think that's going to be it. Thank you so much to everybody. Have a good time at ELM if you attend. Otherwise, going to see you in the stream. Thank you so much for supporting our podcast. I think times have been tough for everybody. So especially big shout outs to your Eternal Witness tier supporters, Franco Boli, Connor Clark, Kane, Alex Crow, Testacular, Sebastian Holaga, Sean Dewey, Jim Monolith, Rachel Shara, Tristan Mayshark, Harry Houdini MTG, Tom Zischka, and Severin Schwarzhuber, as well as our top-tier Grizzlebrand supporters, Evan Lassar, Tom Hepp, Ian Seefeld, Joe Brennan, and Colonoscopy. Also, we just recently did an update of all of our Patreons in these shoutouts, and I'm pretty sure some of you messaged me that we should, actually one of you messaged me that we should not mention them because their spouse listens to the podcast and they don't want to be like, they don't want them to find out that they like give money away. And they don't know who it was anymore. So if you want to message me again and let us know, that would be much appreciated. Okay, so I guess that's it. Guys, thank you so much. And see you in something like 2 weeks from now.
Later.
See ya.